Sophia was a young woman full of dreams. Since childhood, she imagined herself conquering the world, but life, with its unpredictable twists and turns, led her down paths she never expected. Sophia grew up in a small town where opportunities were limited. The daughter of a humble family, she was always dedicated to her studies and dreamed of becoming a doctor. However, when she turned 17, her life changed drastically. Her father, the main provider for the family, suddenly passed away from a heart attack. The devastating loss deeply affected Sophia and her mother, who began to struggle daily to survive. To help support the household, Sophia had to temporarily abandon her studies and started working at a local supermarket. With each passing day, the dream of studying medicine seemed more distant. The pressure of work, the pain of loss, and the financial hardship began to weigh on her. Sophia, who had always been resilient, began to feel the weight of depression. One day, after an exhausting day at work, Sophia came home and locked herself in her room. Feeling trapped, she began to question her worth and whether she would ever achieve her dreams. Then, something inside her changed. Looking at an old photo of her father, she remembered how he always believed in her potential and encouraged her never to give up, no matter the difficulties. Determined to honor her father's memory and reconnect with her dreams, Sophia made a decision. She would resume her studies. Even while working during the day, she began studying at night, preparing for the entrance exams. She knew it would be a tough battle, but she also knew she wasn't alone. She had the support of her mother and the memory of her father as her guide. The months that followed were filled with intense sacrifice. Sophia often slept only a few hours a night, dividing her time between work and studying. Even when everything seemed impossible, she reminded herself of why she started this journey and kept going. Finally, the day of the entrance exam arrived. Sophia was nervous, but confident. After everything she had faced, she knew she was ready. When the results came out, Sophia could hardly believe it. She had been accepted into one of the country's top medical schools. Her story of overcoming did not end there. During the course, Sophia stood out not only as a brilliant student, but also as someone who deeply understood the importance of compassion and human care. Her own journey of pain and perseverance taught her the importance of looking beyond appearances and understanding people's inner struggles. Years later, Sophia graduated with honors. On graduation day, her mother, overwhelmed with emotion, remembered all the sleepless nights and hardships they had faced together. Sophia had not only achieved her dream, but had overcome obstacles that many would have considered insurmountable. Twist. However, once again, life brought an unexpected challenge. A few months after her graduation, Sophia was diagnosed with a rare neurological disease that began to affect her motor and cognitive abilities. The cruel irony of being so close to achieving her dream, only to see her health deteriorate, deeply shook Sophia. For weeks, she battled depression and despair, questioning why, after so much struggle, life was testing her again. Her work as a doctor, which had once been her greatest passion, began to seem impossible, and she felt that all her efforts had been in vain. Yet in the midst of chaos, Sophia found a new source of strength. She realized that her true mission was not just to practice medicine, but to be a living example of perseverance and resilience for her patients and everyone who knew her story. She began sharing her journey with colleagues, patients, and at conferences, showing that even in the face of insurmountable challenges, it is still possible to find purpose and meaning. Sophia adapted her medical practice, focusing on areas where her experience and empathy could be most valuable, such as counseling and emotional support for patients with chronic and terminal illnesses. She also became an advocate for research and treatment for rare neurological diseases, using her personal story to raise funds and awareness about these conditions. In the end, Sophia realized that her greatest achievement was not graduating or finding a good job, but regaining her life, her dignity, and the ability to dream again. even when those dreams had to be adjusted to a new reality. She had found a new dawn, and she knew that with faith, determination, and love, she could face any challenge that life presented.